What's up everyone, RMFH here for another Breath of the Wild guide. In this video, I'll be showing you where to find every piece of armor in Breath of the Wild. This will be an in-depth guide, so feel free to use the timestamps down in the description below. Also, just a warning, this video will contain in-game spoilers, so make sure to tune off now if you don't want to catch any of those. I'll be covering each armor piece and set by area, so we'll start from the Great Plateau. The old shirt and the well-worn trousers will be the first pieces of equipment you find in the game. They are located in the Shrine of Resurrection before exiting to the Great Plateau. Nothing much to them other than a base defense of 1 and a selling price of 15 rupees. Next, we have the Nintendo Switch shirt, which is a bonus for purchasing the Season Pass for Breath of the Wild. The chest is located in front of the Bomb Trial Shrine on top of a stone wall in the Eastern Abbey. Nothing special about this shirt either, other than the branding of course. The Hylian trousers can also be found on the Great Plateau, near the Temple of Time after defeating the Bokoblin in the ruins of this building. However, it's attached to a full set we'll touch on in detail later. Next we have the Warm Doublet. This one is gifted to you by the old man. You can go about this two different ways. Either head to the old man's house located in the far southeast of the plateau and cook him spicy meat and seafood fry, which consists of raw meat, spicy peppers, and a Hylian bass, all of which can be found on the plateau. The second option is to climb to the top of Mount Hylia, where the old man will give you the warm doublet for simply making it to the top. The warm doublet comes with the bonus in cold resistance, which definitely comes in handy early on in the game. If you happen to miss the old man's reward, you can still find the warm doublet being sold at the armor shop in Hateno village. Now we can move off the Great Plateau. The Champion's Tunic would be the next essential piece of gear to obtain. Though it's not a part of a complete set, it gives you a bonus which allows you to see enemies' HP, and has a base defense stat of 5, which can later be upgraded to 32 when fully maxed out. You can get the Champion's Tunic by completing the main quest, Captured Memories. The quest can be found in Kakariko village and is given to you by Impa after completing the quest Locked Mementos. As long as you're following the main questline, you should be good to go for this tunic. Just in case you're having trouble finding a memory, teleport back to the Shrine of Omanao on the plateau. From there, jump off the plateau and go to the west side of Lake Kolomo. The exact location can be seen on screen. Grab the memory and head back to Kakariko to see Impa. Once you've completed the quest, Impa will then reward you with the Champion's Tunic. Since we're in Kakariko, you can also find the stealth set here. The stealth mask, chest guard, and tights can all be purchased from the armor shop in the village for 1800 rupees as a set. Each piece increases your stealth stat, and when the full set is upgraded to level 2, it also gives you a bonus effect of added movement speed at night. While you're in the shop, you may want to pick up the rest of the Hylian set I talked about earlier. If you picked up the Hylian trousers on the plateau, then you'll save yourself 90 rupees, and only have to pay 180. If not, you'll have to pay the full 270 rupees. Either way, this set isn't very expensive. The Hylian hood, tunic, and trousers come in handy early in the game and give you that added defense needed to explore the world. Sadly, this set doesn't come with the bonus, but has a solid 20 defense stat for each piece when maxed out, giving you a defense stat of 60. The Hylian set can also be purchased at the armor shop located in Hateno village. Speaking of Hateno village, that's our next destination. At the armor shop, you can find the soldier's helm, armor, and greaves. Each piece has a base stat of 4 defense and can be upgraded to 28, giving you a hefty 84 points in defense. The soldier's set will run you 630 rupees and doesn't have any bonuses added to it after upgrading. Next up is the climber's set. Each piece can be found in separate shrines near Hateno and Kakariko. I won't be going over how to complete each shrine, but I will show you where the shrines are located on the map. The climber's bandana is in the Ri Dahi shrine. The climbing gear is found in the Kasqueta Shrine, and the climbing boots are in the Tana Oya Shrine. This armor set, in my opinion, is vital to the entire game. Each piece increases your climbing speed, and when upgraded to level 2, the set bonus gives you climbing stamina up. Since this game is basically a climbing simulator, this set helps out when you have a small stamina meter or even in the rain, and can make or break you in certain situations while climbing. Moving forward to the Lanayru region, we can find the Zora set. The chest piece can be obtained by talking to King Zora in Zora's domain, and grabbing the quest Divine Beast Va Ruda. The Zora Greaves can be obtained by completing the quest Lionel Safari. Since you have to go up to Ploymus Mountain anyways for the main quest line, I highly recommend picking this quest up before making your way up to the mountain. Speak to Laflat, who can be found standing to the right of the staircase leading to the throne room. She will give you the quest Lionel Safari, where you have to take a picture of the red Lionel found at the top of Ploymus Mountain. Seeing as you already have to get 20 shock arrows, this will be a piece of cake. Once you've taken a picture of the Lionel, return to Laflat and turn in the quest to receive the Zora Greaves. The last one is the Zora Helm. The helm can be found in a chest located at the bottom of Toto Lake. Once you've reached the lake, make your way to where I am on the map and use your Magnesis Rune to lift the chest safely out of the water. That's it, now you have the complete Zora set. Each piece increases your swimming speed. The Zora Helm gives you the ability to spin attack while in the water, and the chest piece allows you to swim up waterfalls. When the full set is upgraded to level 2, it gives you Swim Dash Stamina Up, which decreases the amount of stamina used while dashing in the water. The Akala region is our next destination. We've got a lot to cover in this area, so please bear with me. Note that some of these items found in the Akala region can't be obtained until you complete all 4 Divine Beasts. 2 armor sets can be found here, including several individual pieces. I'll cover the Ancient Armor set first. Travel to the far northeast part of Akala, where you'll find the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Speak to Robbie inside the lab and he'll tell you that he needs the blue flame brought to the lab from down the hill. The same exact task Pyrrha had you complete in the main quest line. Once you've completed that, Robbie's creation, the Ancient Oven, will come to life, allowing you to use Guardian parts to craft various ancient weapons along with the Ancient Armor set. Each piece of armor costs 2,000 rupees, coming out to a total of 6,000 rupees for the full set. It's already expensive enough as is, though you will have to collect various Guardian parts to create each piece. The Ancient Helm requires 20 ancient gears, 5 ancient shafts, and 3 ancient cores. The Ancient Chest piece costs 20 ancient gears, 5 ancient screws, and 3 ancient cores. Last we have the Ancient Greaves, which need 20 ancient gears, 5 ancient springs, and 3 ancient cores. Each piece increases your resistance against Guardians, and when upgraded to level 2 gives you the set bonus of Ancient Proficiency, which increases your attack with both Ancient and Guardian weapons. On to tackling Kilton. To get the armor sold by Kilton, you'll first need to grab the quest A Shady Customer. Speak with an NPC named Haz at East Akala Stable to get the quest. Haz wants a picture of Kilton, so make your way to Skull Lake. Make sure it's past 9 PM or else Kilton won't be around for you to find. Jump down to the left eye of the skull. There you'll find Kilton. Take a picture of Kilton and speak with him. Kilton will then tell you about his shop. Once you've finished talking with Kilton, head back to East Akala Stable, turn in the photo to Haz, and grab a silver rupee. Now that you've spoken to Kilton, he will appear on the edge of every major town between the hours of 8 PM and 4 AM. Travel to Hateno Village or one of your choice between these hours. Speak with Kilton once again and he will tell you about his made-up currency called Mon. Mon can be used to purchase items from Kilton's store, and can be obtained by trading in monster parts you've picked up while on your journey. Turn in as many monster parts as you can to buy all the armor pieces in Kilton's inventory. Please note that if you unlock Kilton's shop too early in the game, you'll be limited in what you can purchase from the shop. After completing the game, everything including Dark Link's set will be unlocked, so I suggest coming back then. First I'll go over the masks. The Bokoblin, Moblin, Lizalfos, and Lionel Mask all give you the ability to fool enemies into thinking you're one of them, though the Lionel Mask doesn't work all that well. The armor set that you can obtain from Kilton is the Dark Link set. It can be purchased for 3,997 Mon. When worn as a set, Dark Link's outfit gives you a speed bonus at night. Other than that, this armor is only for looks and can't be upgraded like the other tunics. Okay, now that the long part is over, let's head to the Elden region. This is where the Flamebreaker set is. If you don't already have at least one piece of the set, you're going to need an elixir to make your way up to Death Mountain. From Elden Tower, glide toward Lake Verona. Near the water, you'll find fireproof lizards hanging around. Sneak up on as many as you can find, and then head to the nearest cooking pot to create a couple flame guard potions. Now that you can protect yourself against the heat, glide from Elden Tower to the northwest. Once you've landed, follow the path until you reach the southern mine. There you'll want to talk to an NPC named Kima, who will give you the quest Fireproof Lizard Roundup. Collect 10 lizards which can be found all over the area. Turn them in to Kima and receive the Flamebreaker chest piece. From this point, travel to Goron City and enter the armor shop to grab the last two pieces of this set, the Flamebreaker Helm and the Flamebreaker Boots. As you can tell, each piece gives you a Flame Guard bonus, and when each piece is upgraded to level 2, the set bonus makes you completely fireproof. On to the Tabantha region. The armor found here is the Snowquill set. You can purchase a full set in Rito Village for 2,150 rupees. Each piece adds to your cold resistance, and when upgraded to level 2, the set makes you unfreezable. All in all, this set comes in handy when traveling through all of the cold regions in Hyrule. Okay, so I lied, the long part isn't over just yet. Next we'll be heading to the Gerudo Desert. Here you can find multiple armor pieces and sets, so I'll start with the easy ones first. The Desert Vai Set is the first one you'll need to get, as it's required to gain access to Gerudo Town. Again, this is another main quest outfit, so you shouldn't miss it along the way. When you first arrive in Gerudo Desert, make your way to the Desert Oasis and talk to a traveling merchant. The merchant will tell you that his boss went to Gerudo Town to try to find a way in to sell their goods. From there, head to Gerudo Town and you'll find the merchant boss standing near the front entrance. Speak with him and he will tell you that a man has been dressing up as a woman and sneaking into Gerudo Town. Once you've finished up, make your way back to the Desert Oasis and climb to the top of the Kakariko Bazaar, where you'll find the man that's been disguising himself as a woman. He will sell you the Desert Vai Set for 600 rupees. When worn together, you'll be able to gain access to Gerudo Town, and when upgraded to level 2, you gain a heat resistance bonus. Before we go into Gerudo Town, both the sand boots and snow boots can be obtained by completing 2 quests from an NPC who can be found jogging around Gerudo Town in the sand boots. Using the Desert Vai Set, speak to Botw. Ask him for his boots and he will give you a pair of snow boots instead, along with the quest The 8th Heroine. You need to take a picture of a statue rumored to exist to the northwest of Gerudo Summit in the Gerudo Highlands. Using the snow boots, make your way to the location shown on the map and take a picture of the statue. Before you turn in the first quest, since you're in the area, head to the top of Gerudo Summit to take a picture of the Forgotten Sword. This will be the next quest, which will allow you to just turn in both pictures at the same time to get both the sand and snow boots. Once you head back to Gerudo Desert, put the Vai Set back on and talk to Botw again. He will then give you the sand boots but ask for the snow boots back. He can now be found in a tent to the left of Gerudo Town's entrance. Talk to him again and pick up the quest The Forgotten Sword. Since you save some time up on Gerudo Summit, you'll be able to turn the quest in immediately. Obviously, the sand boots help you walk in the sand, and the snow boots of course help you walk in the snow. Both can be upgraded but don't give any other bonuses. With that done, now we can head into Gerudo Town. Here you can find the Gerudo Vai Set for sale at the armor shop, but if you head around the back of the shop, you can find a door leading to a secret shop. Knock on the door and you'll be asked for a password. You can either complete the quest the normal way or take the password from the footage shown later, but I'll show you the quest for the sake of the video. Also note that if you get the password wrong, you'll have to wait until the next day to try again. In order to learn the password to the secret shop, go over to the bar located near the northern corner of town. Listen in on the conversation the 3 NPCs are having about the secret shop. The NPCs won't say the password while you're standing in front of them, so make your way to the building next to the bar and listen in on the conversation. The code is GSC Diamond. Now that you have access to the secret shop, you can find the Desert Voe Set, which can also be found in Terrytown, but that's for a later video, and the Radiant Set. The Desert Voe Set costs 2,400 rupees, and each piece gives you heat resistance. Once upgraded, the set bonus also gives you shock resistance. The Radiant Set costs 2,400 rupees and 9 luminous stones. Due to it being created with luminous stones, it glows in the dark, and each piece gives you an increased spawn rate of stall monsters. After upgrading the Radiant Set to level 2, you can use it as a disguise around stall monsters, and it increases the damage output of bone type weapons. Last, for the Gerudo Desert, we have the Thunder Helm and all of the jewelry found in the jewelry shop. These will be included together due to having to complete a quest attached to the Thunder Helm. Once you have cleared the Divine Beast Va Naboris, head back to the throne room in Gerudo Town and interact with the Thunder Helm. After doing so, Riju will give you the quest Thunder Helm. Make your way around Gerudo Town completing the following quests: Tools of the Trade, Medicinal Molduga, the Mystery Polluter, and the Search for Botw. Starting with the quest Tools of the Trade, make your way to the jewelry shop in Gerudo Town and speak to Isha standing in front of the shop. She will tell you that she needs 10 pieces of flint in order to reopen her jewelry shop. Offer up 10 pieces of flint to complete the quest. Isha will then offer you the choice of a rupee circlet, a sapphire circlet, or topaz earrings. Once you've picked, you'll have access to Isha's jewelry shop. I picked the rupee circlet, which gives you added cold resistance. Now head inside and buy the rest of the jewelry. The topaz earrings give you shock resistance. The opal earrings increase your swimming speed. The amber earrings grant you heat resistance. The diamond circlet gives you added defense against guardians. And the sapphire circlet adds some heat resistance. Okay, now to go over the other 3 quests attached to the Thunder Helm. Next is Medicinal Molduga. The quest can be picked up near the west corner of Gerudo Town where the guards train. Speak to Malena to initiate the quest. Malena requires Molduga guts to save her husband. Travel to Toruma Dunes and take down the Molduga in the area. Go back to Melina and give her the guts to complete the quest. In return, she'll give you a gold rupee. With that done, talk to Dahlia, who can be found in the northern corner of Gerudo Town. She will give you the quest Mystery Polluter. Go back to the west corner of Gerudo Town and you'll find an NPC tossing melons into the waterway. The NPC will tell you that she won't stop until you bring her 10 wild berries. The closest location to find 10 wild berries is in the Gerudo Highlands. I placed a marker on the map where I found all 10. Once you've collected 10 wild berries, take them back to the NPC and she will stop polluting the waterways. Head back to Dahlia and speak with her to complete the quest. The last quest to complete is the Search for Botw. Head back to the courtyard where the Gerudo guards train and speak to Liana to start the quest. Botw is lost in the desert and is dehydrated, so you'll need to bring a hardy Duran with you. If you don't already have one in your inventory, make sure to purchase one before leaving Gerudo Town. Once you have everything you need, travel to the Gerudo Great Skeleton in the southwest part of the desert. There you will find Botw. Give her the hardy Duran and then travel back to the courtyard. Speak with Liana and she will reward you with a silver rupee. With all of Gerudo Town back to normal, go back to talk with Riju to obtain the Thunder Helm. This item will make you completely lightning proof, but that's all it does. It's still pretty cool when you're in a lightning storm though. Boy oh boy was that a lot to cover, but the fun isn't over just yet. We still have 3 more armor sets that can be found in Hyrule and all of the Amiibo sets. I'll begin with the rubber armor first. The rubber helm can be obtained through the side quest, Thunder Magnet. Talk to Sima at the Lakeside Stable. The quest is to figure out why lightning strikes the stable so often. Climb to the top of the stable and you'll find an axe lodged in the head of the horse. Grab the axe and talk to Sima to receive the rubber helm. Following it up with the rubber armor, this piece can be found in the To Yasha Shrine, located in the Ridgeland Tower region of the map. And the rubber tights can be found in the Kwakanada Shrine, near Faron Tower. The rubber armor pieces each give you added shock resistance, and upgrading the set to level 2 makes you unshockable. Next set is the Barbarian Armor. Each piece can be found in the 3 mazes in Hyrule. The Barbarian Helm can be found in the Tukalo Shrine. The Barbarian chest piece can be found at the Shrine of Dila Mog. And the last piece, the Barbarian leg wraps, can be found in the Kwaza Toki Shrine. Each piece increases your damage output, and when worn as a set and upgraded to level 2, the Barbarian Armor also gives you a bonus that reduces the amount of stamina required to perform a charge attack. The very last set to find in-game is the Tunic of the Wild set. The cap, tunic, and trousers of the Wild can only be obtained after completing all 120 shrines scattered throughout Hyrule. To be honest, I was never going to complete all of the shrines until I made this video, but boy am I glad I did. While the set only increases the damage of the Master Sword's beam, it gives you a sense of satisfaction being rewarded with the green tunic made for this game. While I won't be covering any of the shrines here, I will leave you with a shot of the completed map for reference. Let me know if you'd like to see all of the shrines completed in the comments below. Coming in at the end, we have all of the Amiibo tunics. All of these tunics give the same exact effect as the in-game tunic, but they are an awesome addition to this game. I don't happen to have the Sheik amiibo, but the mask is in the game and increases your stealth while also making you look awesome. 2 more armor sets are coming out soon with the release of both Skyward Sword Link and Majora's Mask Link, and the DLC pack is going to add in a few more outfits including Tingles. But since they aren't available yet, I won't be covering them this time around. So that's the end of today's video. I know it's been a while since I posted one, and I truly do apologize for that. This is just how long it's taken me to put everything together. Anyhow, I hope this guide helped at least a few of you on your journey through Hyrule. Stay tuned for my top 5 favorite armor sets coming later this week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.